Liverpool, you'll never walk alone. I went to Wolves, they got beat 4-1. Ray Clemens threw his head in his hands and dropped it. He said, Bob Paisley, he said, I'm going to change everything. Look, we'll start from scratch. This is a ball. Kenny Dalglish said, hang on, you're going a bit fast for me.
Everton, you are fantastic. Dressed in blue, you look supreme. And to us, you are the greatest ever football team. Goodison will cheer on Saturday, and the crowds will shout for more. Liverpool will fall to pieces as the Blues begin to score. Billy Wright as fast as lightning as the Reds begin to flag. Flicks the ball to Mickey Lyons, one more for the onion bag. Oh, you Blues, you are tremendous. As a team, you're full of flair. What's that there? A plane or rocket? That's Bob Latchford in the air. When the referee blows that whistle, there's a smile from Gordon Lee. Liverpool will fail to score one. Everton get 1, 2, 3. Everton, you are fantastic. Dressed in blue, you look supreme. And to us, you are the greatest ever football team.
Everton? Give over. I'm not saying they're unsuccessful, but they've just found Lord Lucan in Everton's trophy room. What a team. They're the only team that's been on Fantasy Island and got beat 7-0.
Good evening. Should Margaret Thatcher do a U-turn? The hostages say they want to go back, or Ian Paisley even meet the Pope. All of this would be as nothing in tomorrow's papers compared to the story of Liverpool meeting Everton in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Now, doubtless, earlier on this evening, you watched young Elton and Gerald discussing the prospects for the game. But here, on After All That This, we've decided to take the match seriously. Now, I'm joined this evening by a well-known and extremely well-dressed personality, also a Liverpool supporter, George Roper. Welcome, George. Fortunately, we have somebody from the other side, Mr. Billy Butler, well-known Merseyside character. And good evening, Bill.
I'm not sitting next to him.
Oh, heavens, here we go. It's going to be one of those days. Right,
I'm not colour-blind,
right,
you know,
is
Roper.
that chair all right? Yes, good. Thank you very much. Now, George, tell me, what do you think the prospects are for tomorrow's
Liverpool
game?
will win, definitely.
They'll win, will they?
Oh, without a doubt.
They got about as much chance as Lionel Blair wrestling Big Daddy.
Well, listen to her. The last time Everton were at Wembley, you know, Dick Turpin held the coach up coming back.
Billy, this is rather unfair, these comments that are being thrown in your direction.
Did you drag me all the way from over the road to put up with this kind of thing,
Well, I
Nick?
paid you, yeah.
I associate you with much better things than this.
Well, no, it was a serious discussion.
In America, you've got
chaps, you know
President
that.
Reagan now, the dollar and Bob Hope. On Saturday, Everton have got Liverpool, you've got no hope. That's a factor.
That's
No
a thought, isn't it, Billy? Yes.
Listen, Roper, if you don't mind me calling you by your second name, Liverpool will have less room to move about on Saturday than there is in Bernard Manning's underpants.
Listen to her.
This
Everton,
chaps,
Everton when they were,
You can't
last time they were
afford
in
decent
Europe,
gear. Look
there
at
was
that
a war.
joke hat you've got on.
Joke hat?
That's
What are you
just
talking
about all you can
about?
afford.
Listen here, you've got, look at the hat. You've got a big hat, you, well, a head like you've got.
Us
George
Evertonians
Reagan,
are not ashamed of what we are.
but let's talk about the players for a minute, chaps.
I had a 4-hour conversation with
yes,
Gordon
players,
Lee yesterday,
they've got a
and
player.
both words you used made
They've
sense.
got a player called Latchford. Now, the Germans are interested in him because they want to swap him for Rudolf Hess.
Do you think the weather will affect
yeah.
tomorrow's game, William?
Listen, Nick, don't be doing these impressions of Elton Wellesby. It doesn't become you. We've got a secret plan to beat you there tomorrow, see, Roper?
It's called a neutron bomb. That gets, goes through buildings and gets rid of people. That's why Everton is empty every week.
Yeah. Listen, your team might have
That's yeah. What?
Latchford? Bob Latchford. He was walking down the road. He said to Bob Paisley, he said, can you tell me how to get to Anfield? He said, keep practising, son. I went to Everton, mate. I've seen the place. God blimey. I said to the supporter next to me, I said, how are you? There's only 2 of us in the place. Fella tapped me on the shoulder at half time. He said, are you staying till the end? I said, yeah. He said, will you lock up for us? There was a big fight though. 2 pensioners knocking hell out of each other at the Gladys Street end. 2 pensioners. This copper come up, he said, come on now lads, what's going on here? This lad said he started it. He tried to put a season ticket in me pocket.
Thank you very much. Now, Billy,
I won't forget that, Jimmy.
Billy,
True that.
everyone has their right of reply, I suppose. Yes.
We've got an on them. Look at Ray Clements, Nick. He's dropped more crosses than Peter Cushing.
Oh, listen, Nick.
And look what the honours they've got. Kenny Dalglish. Who did he represent? Sabutio.
Listen to him. Listen, they've got Lee over there. You know they've got a picture
Gordon
now.
or Mr. Lee,
Oh,
please.
Bruce. Is it Bruce Lee, is it now?
Yeah, all right.
There's a church next to Everton's ground, you know, and he went in there the other week, Mr. Lee, and said to the vicar, keep the music down, we've got a match on here.
Now, don't get upset, William. I mean, he means it in good faith. I mean, it's a sensible and not a ribald comment on his part. Will you be going to the match dressed like that?
I will be.
Will he be selling
because I
toffees?
know
You
the
get
Liverpool
molested.
supporters respect us even in defeat. And I'll say the same thing of a hospital bed on Monday.
That's quite right as well.
And we've got a secret plan to beat you anyway.
That's the second time.
Yes, because we know how much Liverpool rely on Bob Paisley's pep talks. Because without Bob Paisley's pep talk in the dressing room at half-time, you're lost. And we're going to kidnap his interpreter.
Oh, do you know what you're doing there, boardroom at Everton? They've got a picture there, like, it's not the Mona Lisa, it's the Lisa Mona.
Any thoughts on this, William? I mean, tell me about the wings. I mean, do you suppose there'll be any activity on the wings going down towards the goal? Is that the sort of question that Elton would ask?
See the funny you started off with Jerry Marsbar. He only knows one song. You never walk alone. Have you seen Liverpool play? He should change that to You Never Walk Again.
Listen, Liverpool are that good. When the last ferry was missing, it goes to New Brighton, they all walked over.
Oh, yes.
That's true.
Whilst this
Terry
happy badinage goes on, Terry McDermott?
He's playing for one of... He's just been signed up by Father Abraham. He manages the Smurfs.
Whilst this merry badinage go on, let me point out to you that in fact they also write poetry about football, and more especially Derby Night. Now take for instance this poem. It's written by Roger McGough and is performed by Mr. Peter Postlethwaite.
I'm an ordinary fella 6 days of the week, but Saturday turn into a football freak. I'm a schizo fanatic, sad but it's true. One half of me's red, the other half's blue. I can't make me mind up which team to support, whether to lean to starboard or port. I'd be bisexual if I had time for sex, because it's Goodison one week and Anfield the next. But the worst time of all is Derby Day. One half of me's at home and the other's away. So I get down there early, all ready for battle, with me rainbow scarf and me two-tone rattle. And I'm shouting for Latchford, the Reds can't lose. Come on, McDermott, get in there, Blues. Give it to Dalglish, what a pudding. King of the Cup, all of a sudden, whop, goal, offside. And after the match, as I walk back alone, it's argue, all the way home. Some nights when I'm drunk, I've even let fly and give myself a poke in the eye. But in front of the fire, watching Match of the Day, tired but happy, I look at it this way. Part of me's lost and part of me's won. I've had twice the heartaches, but I've had twice the fun.
Harvey Cohen? You're joking. I don't know what they've signed him for. He can't work on Saturdays. What a terrible place to go, I'll tell you, Anfield. That Bob Paisley's had the 3 worst jobs in the world. Pilot on the Titanic, lookout at Pearl Harbor and manager of Liverpool. I'm watching the match, 11 convicts sat in front of me. I said, hey, I can't see the match. What's the idea of letting all these convicts sit in front of me? I didn't know you'd let them watch Liverpool. He said, oh, aye, it's part of the punishment. All of that, Billy.
Thanks a lot, Jimmy. Why don't you get a manager? I'll give Malcolm Allison your number. We've got about 3 seconds left now, George.
Well,
Tell us all of
actually-
Liverpool's strengths.
Liverpool win, definitely, on Saturday, without a doubt.
Graham Souness is
The last time Everton...
He's slower than he looks.
Everton, you know Everton, they are always using 4-letter words. One bloke was charged last week for shouting goal.
Any thoughts on the scoreline, William?
We'll win tomorrow, Nick. We've won 1 out the last 20, and I'm supremely confident we'll win again.
George?
Conference, 6-0. Liverpool.
But
without a
what
doubt.
about your last attendance?
Jimmy Carroll, I believe, has one last thought on the day.
Well, St John's precinct was on fire. There was a woman on the top with a baby. Ray Clements is walking past. He said, throw the baby down, I'll catch it. She said, you'll drop my child. He said, I'm England's goalkeeper, I'll catch it. She threw the baby off. A gust of wind caught it, threw it to one side. He dove full length, caught the baby, safe and sound. Everybody give him a round of applause. He bounced it twice and kicked it up the street.
With that happy thoughts, we leave you. We say thank you to George Roper appearing at Allison's, to Billy Butler appearing in peculiar clothes. We say good night, good luck tomorrow,
I wouldn't go near
Bye-bye.
anywhere you are. You got no taste at all.
Never